gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead. See her?
Bum 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 ba 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 ba. Twinkle, 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 cause it's the shining. Twinkle, 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 cause it's the shining. I didn't know if I would. Bum 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 bum.
Standard.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
Well, what did we watch? Get right into it. Get right into the thing. Fuck it. I wanted to smack the shit out of the microphone, but I didn't.
Smack the shit.
Do you guys remember the last episode we did?
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago. We
Yeah.
recorded an episode about Terrifier 3 of Fire.
Yeah.
The 4 firemen.
Let's talk about that again.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
yeah, because we love it. Best
Come back.
episode ever.
This is Goblin time. We talk about
Movies.
horror movies.
I'm Joey.
Ham
I want to be
Dalen.
Joey this time.
Ham Day.
Why are you? Why are you?
Why am I?
That's also Joey. I just wanted to be Joey too
What
this episode.
kind of horror movies and or other movies did
Guys,
you
I
watch?
watched Hokum.
You watched Hokum?
You know, that's the one with Adam Scott. How familiar are you with Adam Scott?
Not.
You're
Not
not.
familiar.
Have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you are familiar with Adam Scott.
Which one is he?
He is. Oh,
The guy with the
See the-
haircut.
And
he is the
he's
guy
the
with
one with the
haircut.
like round face that likes Leslie Knope.
I'm
Like
pretty sure they have a
Leslie
thing.
Knope.
I have not seen Parks and Rec.
He's the guy that's on he's the guy that rode Secretariat to victory.
In 1922. So
Severance.
yeah, that's where
Yeah.
he's known for.
That's
now.
what I meant by Secretariat.
Yeah, you got
I
it.
couldn't
He
remember the
wrote-
show title, but I knew it started with an S.
He rode Severance into battle
Yeah.
in 1922.
He rode Severance to completion.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
What, did you get anything? Oh, he got a burp. That's what
Yeah.
he got out of it. He just drank a burp.
Did you like Hokum?
Let me wait.
Yeah, hold on. Everybody wait.
That's the nastiest way to.
Yeah. You got to full lip it.
Man, I wish I had a cup, but I don't.
Yeah. You got to take bites of it.
Everybody, welcome to the shining episode of the. Everybody, welcome to the shining episode of Goblin Time. Today we're going to be water.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
It's alright.
Yeah, for those of you at home, Dalen just spit water all over me.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I know. Go
Happy
ahead and spit
birthday.
that back in.
Yeah, spit that back in.
I just did a. What part is being left in?
Something about Adam Scott.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tim. So yesterday, then a couple days ago, I watched Hokum.
Yeah.
That was in theaters. I watched it and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Witches are in, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but Witches, they're in. It was also the scariest horror movie I've seen in a very long time. It might be the scariest
Hell
horror movie
yeah.
I've ever seen. It was the first time. God. I don't know if I've ever seen a horror movie. Thank you. I don't know if I've ever seen a horror movie in theaters, and I was like, "Nuh-uh," the whole time. But there, like the whole time, I was like, "It's a slow movie. It takes a second to get going, but once it gets in there, I'm like, I don't know why this is scary right now. This shouldn't be, but it was, and the jump scares got me, and I was like,
Wow.
what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Maybe I was just."
Oh.
Maybe I was just in the mood. Tim, do you need any water? Can I get you water?
No, I've got plenty.
Where were you looking when you said that? You looked up at the ceiling. Is there? You got water up there? Anyway, that movie's really good. It's got Adam Scott. Adam Scott's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably going to be a significant portion of moviegoers who will see Adam Scott in it and be like, nah, just because he is Adam Scott.
Yeah.
But I like him. I think he does a really good job in Severance too, because he people knew him from Parks and Rec, right, which is like the funny show, and I haven't seen Parks and Rec, but I've heard good things about it there.
Yeah.
But like, it's good. He's good.
Yeah. He was also in one of the Hellraiser movies.
Yeah, which one is that?
4.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get to that?
I hope so.
That's the next movie on the list.
yeah,
Hellraiser 4. We're gonna watch all the Adam Scott horror movies.
Animatronic.
Hey, that's all that I've seen. So go watch Hokum in theaters. It's fun and good. Tim,
Hi.
did you watch
Hi.
anything?
Oh shit! I'm not Tim.
You're right. Joey, have you seen
Tim?
anything?
I
Yeah.
I
Tim,
did.
I-
Go ahead.
yeah.
I asked you forever ago.
Yeah. I'm sorry. that was on me. I watched.
You're still gonna keep going.
Guys, I watched the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. Watched Eyes of Laura Mars.
This is the grossest episode of the show so far, for sure.
Watched
text us.
What? What do you mean?
watched watching me or something. I don't know. It
You
was
watched
a
Me?
movie, and I watched the first of the reboot Halloween, the most recent reboot Halloween movies, the
Mhm.
2018 Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
and John Carpenter's remake of The Village of the Damned, and
Busy 2 weeks.
watched Kiss of the Vampire and fucking
That's that series. with
Paranoiac and
the- You're pissing off Joey right now. He wants you to.
No,
end
that's
it.
Tim. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, Tim.
And
What's that?
This Old House, except that's not what it was called.
This
It
old
was like Old Dark House or something.
That's an amazing movie
And,
title.
Old
This old dark house.
I don't know, 2 other Hammer thrillers. I watched 3 Hammer movies yesterday that were the thriller style,
Jesus.
sort of, and they were all good, and I liked them a lot, except for one of them was not that great, but that's okay. All the other ones pretty good, and most importantly, today I watched Obsession.
What's that?
Oh,
What is that? I've never
that
heard of
is a movie about obsession.
that. Okay.
And there's it was written, directed by
Guillermo
Curry
del-
Barker,
Who?
Curry Barker,
Curry Barker.
and
That's an amazing name.
his partner in crime, Cooper Tomlinson.
That's my favorite
And-
football player.
They're YouTube boys from the YouTube,
Okay.
and they did some spooky on the internet, but also mostly sketch comedy on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. There's a wish. You get to make a wish. If you watch if you watch the movie, you're allowed to make a wish.
I didn't know how to react. I'm sorry. You looked at me for some sort of reaction, but I didn't know what it was, so I just kept staring at
You
you.
get to make a wish.
What do you want? Do you want me? Are you asking me to make a wish?
You get to make a wish.
Okay.
And
I've done it.
That wish
You keep mentioning this other movie
that wish comes true. In this movie Obsession, there's things and you break them, and if you break them, the wish you made comes true, but only one time.
Yeah, if you break them, you buy them.
And this guy wishes that this lady that he liked him, and she does now.
So this is a Jirachi Wishmaker.
Jurassic Park Wishmaker Foundation.
The Jirachi Wishmaker Foundation. Tim, you watch anything?
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, I just figured out what was going on. My bad.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Now, do
we
you want to
go.
fill us all in on
Here
what
we
was
go.
going on? Whatever.
I think we're
talking
recording
about?
a show.
I figured out.
Oh,
Oh my god, he's on the show.
he tried to make a. He tried to.
He had
do
to make
that.
a reference.
Did you catch anything?
Yeah, a Rhyhorn.
No, you just logged in.
Well, he has to catch them all.
He has to.
Yeah.
legally.
What's your favorite
Gotta.
Pokemon?
My
Joey?
favorite Pokemon's
Yeah.
Vulpix.
What's your favorite Pokemon, Tim?
Velosaur.
That could have been one.
Yeah.
It's a great answer.
How's about you?
Gliscor still.
Nice.
That's a classic.
He goes.
Yeah, he's got the pincher. He's got the tail.
He
And
goes
he's purple and a bat, and also a scorpion.
when he flies, he's like,
Yeah. Have I ever shown
That's
you a picture
crazy cool.
of that?
Like a little.
Have I ever
guy.
shown you a picture of what Gliscor looks
No.
like? It's really not worth the talking about on the podcast.
We should do it right now.
we should do it
So
right
let's
now.
do it right now. This is about The Shining, by the way. We'll get to that, but
Did-
I gotta show Tim what Gliscor looks like.
That is correct. That we have
A Pokemon that a lot of people don't think about, probably, but also do. It's always like everyone likes it, but then they just like forget that it's actually the coolest looking thing ever.
Yeah.
So I said it's like a bat and a scorpion. What do you think that looks like?
And it's purple.
Got the wings of a scorpion and the eyes of a bat.
You got it. It looks like that.
Oh. Huh.
Is that not what you pictured?
No.
All right. Well, that's what it is. So
All right.
he's also got claws.
Whoa.
Wow, dude.
Whoa. Oh.
Joey, did you watch any movies about Gliscor or Pokemon?
Or just in general?
I guess.
Yeah, I've actually seen too many movies lately. I watched El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie,
Because you finished
because I finished Breaking Bad again.
it. Good for you.
But even more than that, I have watched Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace,
Mm-hmm.
4 times in this last week.
What?
Why
because
would you do
they
that?
play it at work.
Oh.
And I keep watching it every time.
I didn't know you had a job.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Where did I shouldn't ask that.
I work
on
at
this.
the Phantom Menace factory.
Oh, cool. where they make that movie play for all the time.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
What a
I
cool
get- I get
job.
dental.
Now that's
so-
pod racing. You can hear my little throat goblins happen every now and then. Can you hear them? All right, let's talk about The Shining now, I guess.
Yeah.
Everybody, welcome to The Shining.
How many
This
people
is
do
a
you think
podcast.
never listened to this show before and then like saw it was they were like, all right, well, maybe I've heard something about this podcast or fuck it, we'll just try something. Do they have an episode on The Shining? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see how they are. And then they listen to that first
Yeah.
15
We're
minutes.
45 minutes in. and
Yeah.
all I'm talking about is Gliscor.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can't help being a touch of
You got touched?
I got touched.
Oh, no.
I don't want to talk about that until later when we talk about this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if we could talk about this movie, then we'll talk about
All
that.
right, Tim. Break it down.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
I don't know. I didn't even look at any of you.
Yeah.
Break it down.
Hi, I remember this movie, and
Okay.
we watched it.
Yeah.
Starting it out as I remember this movie.
The first thing that is of note is that it's in the mountains,
Uh-huh.
and that's the second thing that's of note, actually. They're driving a little Volkswagen
Are we
Beetle
gonna do
up into the mountains.
do the thing where we break it down one by scene?
No, unless you want to.
We should. or we shouldn't.
We should or shouldn't. We should or shouldn't.
I mean, one of the best parts of this movie is like the opening credits.
That is why I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, that is for sure. I mean, I think it's probably the most iconic part of this. No, I mean, it's not.
That would be crazy.
I thought about
Guys, remember?
It's the
remember
second,
in The
though.
Shining when the credits start?
You wouldn't say it's the second?
Not even.
Really? Because that's what I knew about. It was
I
the
say door, elevator, and then maybe the opening.
Door, elevator, tricycle.
Tricycle,
Opening.
the twins.
No, I always
Tricycle and the Twins, for sure. That's my favorite band.
Yeah. No, but like that's what I always like when you say The Shining, I think of Johnny, and I think of like the opening shot of the car going through the mountains, is the text is scrolling.
Yeah,
It's
I
playing
didn't
the
know
DSC
anything
ring.
about that before I
Really?
we
That's
started
your
watching it,
problem.
and I was like, oh,
Well,
that's
maybe
cool.
maybe that's what I mean. Maybe it's an afterwards thing, because I don't think it was when I first watched it. So maybe it's not iconic, because I guess iconic has to mean that you didn't have to watch it and know about it. Maybe I don't
I
know.
don't think it necessarily does, but
That's what
I feel like that would
That probably
that
makes
would
more
make sense. I don't know.
I'm just going off of like when I think of this movie and it's iconic to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that I don't know what that means, but that's this like the opening scene of the. I think it's the best in any movie, probably.
It is pretty good.
It is
I think
cool.
it's like the OG. I think it's like what everyone. I mean, Get Out did the same thing, and which we haven't done yet. But Get Out has that blue text at the beginning, which is like specifically because that's what they did in The Shining, and it's supposed to be like a nod to that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
It's cool. Tim,
Tim.
I'm talking to you.
Tim.
Who's Tim?
Tim.
Tim likes to say his name a lot.
Why don't you pull the microphone out of the holster, and I want you to give it to me, and I want to.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. So yeah, that was pretty cool. The opening. It's got DSE Ray playing in the background, which is a song.
A song.
It's an old song. You've heard it. We did it at the beginning of this. I did it great, by the way, and then you did it too. And
Everybody at home.
DSE Ray is supposed to. What it means is like death is coming. So that's a cool symbolism thing that they do with that, isn't it? In it. They also do that at the beginning of Clockwork. I'm just literally, it feels like I'm going to recite everything I heard from a Shining Explained video.
Hey, we could do that.
Yeah.
You guys want to just
Could we
review,
just do
say
a
what we.
Shining explained video. Everyone recite every
Thing you-
Shining YouTube video that you watched right now, all at the same time.
Because I
Yeah.
watched one.
And
Yeah, I
that
did
will
too.
create
Yeah,
a
I bet it was the
force.
same one.
Was it the iceberg?
No, but it was the first one that was there when I looked it
Oh.
up.
I did the iceberg because it looked really silly.
I didn't do it.
Good.
Sorry.
That's probably no. It's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
rely off
sorry.
your brain. It's okay, Tim. Some of the information I have about it isn't necessarily, but some of the fun facts are from the Explain,
Yeah.
which is the Get Out and the That's it. But also DSE Ray plays at the beginning of A Clockwork Orange.
Oh.
Interesting, yeah. Which is also a movie about imminent death happening to people. I'm pretty sure. I've never seen
It's
it.
about Eminem's death.
Every time I'm interested in watching A Clockwork Orange, someone in the room tells me, "Don't fucking watch that."
It's a good movie.
I've heard.
Why do they say that?
Because it's
It's a rough watch.
a rough watch.
Interesting.
But like, I've seen some rough ass watches now that I'm like, is it compared to what I've seen? I don't know.
How do you
Only
wear
one way
an
to
ass
find out.
watch?
That's a good question. Is it like an ascot?
Joey, we're not friends anymore.
Okay. I wasn't aware we
That
were.
was fucked up.
Aw,
Oh,
come on, man.
oh
Burn.
my god.
Aw.
Holy shit.
All right. Well, I don't hang out, so
I don't have awareness.
probably my fault. Anyway,
I'm
Tim,
just kind of a robot.
you watched this movie?
I did.
Did you watch The Shining? Tim, why are you grabbing your face?
Tim, get off my face.
I'm
It's
talking
gonna
to
be
you.
really hard to
Tim,
get through
get off my
this
face.
emotionally.
Huh?
It's going to be really hard to get through this emotionally, I said.
It's going to be really hard to just talk about it because we just want to talk about I want to talk about other things for some reason.
We all liked this movie.
But I do.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's a great movie.
Ugh.
It's The Shining.
Yeah.
But it's like,
it is The Shining.
so it's kind of
God
hard
damn
to.
it. God damn it. So yeah, the opening shots are sick. They're doing the cameras in the air. It's going over some water. It's following a car through the mountains. It's really pretty. The music's cool.
iconic. I don't know.
And then it shows the Overlook Hotel, and I feel like the only thing that because I'm so smart.
You are
I'm
smart.
shaking my head.
You can say you are.
I felt like the way that it shows the hotel from very high above it didn't make it as menacing as I would have liked the hotel to seem.
I think I know why. I think there's a thing that you figured out specifically, and I've never seen anyone figure it out like you have. Height is a huge, has a huge thing with how scary things are. For instance,
I know what you're talking about now. I was like, where are you going with this?
Figured it out.
For instance, the scariest game I've ever played is Resident Evil 7. Especially in VR, it's fucking terrifying. You can attest to that. It's a terrifying game.
Oh yeah,
Definitely the scariest Resident Evil game. I once had my friends come over to play this scary game and experience how scary it was, and I gave Tim my VR helmet, and there's this thing you can do where it wants to know where you are in the room, right? And if you do it wrong, you can mess up the camera angles in the game. And so it made Tim 3 feet taller because he went and he changed it to make him 3 feet taller.
I got on the ground basically, and then I calibrated it, and then I stood back up.
Yeah, and so he was just a giant, and all the scary things that are supposed to be in your face are mostly in his stomach.
Yeah.
So things are a lot less scary when you're taller than it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That
hear
was
that?
fun.
So
Anyway.
you were like really scared of the hotel then?
Yeah, I thought the hotel scared
Because
me.
it was taller than him?
Yeah,
I
it
thought he was
no, it was,
taller
It
than-
was we were taller than the hotel by a lot in the shot.
Mhm.
It was from above, and it
Adele.
just looked small and like building.
I guess it's not supposed to look that scary then.
I guess maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe
Moving
not.
on.
Yeah. There's not even snow.
Yeah.
So then it opens and we get our Jack Nicholson going into a little office, which I don't know if I want to start talking about it now.
Are you gonna talk about The Office?
I'm going to talk about probably the coolest part of this movie,
The window in the office.
how it doesn't make
It
sense.
makes no sense. at
Yeah,
all.
that's so. There's a lot of different. It's not just here, but it's really cool. Like the first time you're in this hotel, you realize if you're paying attention. I have a hard time directionally. I had to have it explained to me, but a lot of things directionally do not make sense, and like people have tried to recreate the Overlook Hotel, like just like map it out, and they always run into something where it just like they double back on themselves, or they like you can't recreate it because just different areas don't line up how they say, and there's a lot of dead ends, and there's a lot of like weird stuff like that. So they show him going around where there's like a hallway, and he like turns the corner, and then when he goes in the office, there's this giant window behind him with trees outside. But like if you track where he's walking, it's like that can't exist. How is that?
Yeah,
like
he's in
that.
like the middle of the hotel.
Which is fucking cool.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
like
cool.
the Seinfeld apartment.
It's like when people can't when there's like continuity errors and then being like, no, it's on purpose, and that's spooky. Except it is on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
part is.
That part is.
I do hate that there's a lot of things where it's like, oh, this chair wasn't here before, and it's like, no, someone just messed up there.
Really? You think so?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay.
I don't think Stanley Kubrick is like, the smartest filmmaker alive. I think somewhere continuity got messed up, and someone moved a chair.
Oh, well, I don't know, because there's some times where it's like blatantly obvious that is what he's trying to do. So I think that's probably why they're just looking at the little things and being like, maybe he did that too. I guess it's not important to focus on each and every one, but
yeah.
it does make it so when there are continuity errors, I mean, it does make it easier for you to be like, well, I don't see it as a continuity error now. I just see it as like, like he easily could have done that though, just to like fuck with, because that's kind of the whole idea is that the hotel is like alive in some way,
Yeah.
and that it's like an entity in its own, and it like does stuff. It's really cool. Anyway, but he goes into this office and he interviews for this job where he'll look over the hotel over the winter when it snows a lot and no one's there, and it'll be him and his wife and his son. And they tell a story. The guy tells a story about how they had one guy there, but then he like went crazy and killed his family with an axe. And then Jack was like, that shouldn't be a problem for me.
Like, oh, that sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, because So when I first watched it, I don't think I got it because I used to talk about how The Shining was overrated until I saw it the second time. I thought it was overrated because I was looking at it on a very like at eye level, or like very base level.
You should be looking at it from 3 feet
You
up.
should be looking at it from, which is why they have that shot, because they want you to look at it. They don't want you to be scared. They just want you to be taller than it.
Yeah.
Be taller than this movie.
It's important.
So I thought it was silly because I'm like, man, that doesn't make any sense. Like, we didn't get to see Jack go from. I thought there was supposed to be some transition of like he's normal to he stays in this place and now he's crazy, but you don't really get that. You get like he's bad at the beginning, but I didn't get that the first time. The second time I absolutely did. I was like, oh, there's something about Jack, and it's through the stories they tell about him. Nothing directly, but like you could see it in his reaction to someone getting killed with an axe. Like he said the things you're supposed to say, where you're like, it doesn't sound great, or whatever he said.
But he
like,
looked like Jack Nicholson the whole time.
Yeah, he looked like Jack Nicholson, and he didn't mind.
Yeah,
it's cool. Anyway, do you guys have anything to add, or I feel like I don't want to.
I actually, I get where you're coming from with all that, just like showing him kind of being evil the whole time. I really don't like that personally, only because like I have read the book, and I know like, for Stephen King, this was a very personal story for him because he did like have a lot of, trouble with alcohol in the past, and he was scared that like he would do something to his family, and so seeing like a normal guy and then turning into someone bad, that's a bit scarier than just seeing Jack Nicholson with his fucked up eyebrows the entire movie.
That's what that's when I first watched it too. That's kind of what I was thinking, because I knew that was like the story of The Shining, it from Stephen King's perspective. But it's very important to note that the book and this movie are completely different. I mean, Stephen King and Kubrick had beef from this movie because Kubrick kind of took that and did his own thing, and people like it a lot. I mean, it's good what he did. I don't think there's anything wrong. It does get kind of fishy when you're taking someone else's source material and you're going to change it as much as he did to be there's a lot of theories about this movie. It could be a bunch of different things. I have my reservations on what I think is going on, but we'll see about that at the end. Yes, but I agree that when I first watched it, like that's kind of how I felt too, is that like I would have liked to have seen that story told rather than the one that was actually being told. But I guess since the second time I had known, I could just appreciate the story that he was telling, which is good. I think. So anyway, Tim, you read the book too, right?
Yeah, I read the book, and I don't know. I like the movie for what it is quite a bit. I like the book better. I like the story of the book better, but I like the movie for what it is separately.
Yeah.
I do think it is a little confusing that he's a little evil from the beginning.
Yeah. Because
there are moments, I don't know. I guess that part's not confusing, but I do think that, like, I don't know, for my headcanon, it's like, why so he just happens to be evil and the hotel just feeds on that, I guess.
Yeah, in a way.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's maybe a more compelling story when the hotel like twists him into what he becomes.
Sure.
But that doesn't make it bad that it's not that. So I don't know. Mixed feelings about it.
The way this movie feels to me. So when I was watching that Shining Explained, right, and they were saying like, that I think that Tom Cruise had told a story about I think it was Eyes Wide Shut was the movie, is what I had heard, that Stanley Kubrick would go off and still like edit The Shining, which would mean that this movie isn't necessarily complete in his eyes. And that's why there's a lot of like themes and stuff that don't fully like flesh themselves out, which I don't know if it like, cause you were saying like Stanley Kubrick isn't the best at what he does. So I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but I think it could be seen as, I like that because it opens a lot of opportunity for you to like, for people to watch it and take something from it. It's very abstract in that way. Which can be good, can be bad. It makes it harder to understand a lot of the time, but from what I'm getting about the book though is that it's like it's a story, right? While this movie's kind of like it's a bunch of different elements going into it.
It's like vignettes.
Yeah. Because there's like people have theorized stuff with the Holocaust, which we can get into a little bit. I only know a little bit of those theories. I have my own personal having to do with abuse, which is where I think a lot of the stuff is coming from. There's a lot of themes of abuse in there. Anyway, so we should probably get back on track. What were we talking about?
We're still in the interview.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So he gets out of that. So then you meet, it goes to Wendy, his wife, and their son, Danny, who's, and she's reading A Catcher in the Rye, which is a book about the loss of innocence, that I heard in a Shining Explained video. I just want to get it. It's not I've never read that book, but I think it's cool because is that where they call it? That's not where they call the doctor. She's like talking to Danny, and then Danny is like, he's a weird kid, man. From the jump, you're like, this kid off. And it's because he pulls out his little finger and he's like, hey, I'm Tony.
Yeah.
I'm a little boy in my mouth.
Tony is a little boy that lives in his mouth.
Yeah.
And so you hear that and you go, oh no, something's wrong with the kid. And
put a pin in that. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing spooky that we know of that has happened paranormally, right? So we're just like, it leads me to believe, I'm like, uh-oh. So like if you were in real life, you heard a kid say that, you're like, oh no, what happened? What happened to the kid? Right? So it's safe to assume that there's probably some stuff that's gone down in Danny's life. So Danny goes to, I think he washes up in the sink or something. He's talking to Tony, and he reveals that Tony knows that his dad already got the job, and he's talking about being scared about going to the hotel. And it's like, oh, how's he know about that? Isn't that interesting? Does that happen in the book?
Well, so the whole thing, like Tony is not. Like
that's right. Yeah.
In the book, he's like a dude that you can kind of see.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like, oh, look off in the distance. You see that like human shaped blob. That's Tony over there.
Wow.
And in the movie, it's like, I'm your finger.
So that leads me to believe more about that it's purposeful.
So like in the book, Danny can't, like, he knows more or less what people are thinking all the time, and like especially if he's close, he can know what you're thinking, but like also from a great distance he can know things. But also with that is the whole Tony thing, and Tony happens he like passes out and Tony shows him things.
Wow.
And Tony like is he sees Tony but from far away, and Tony like will take him places and show him things.
So Tony is still it still like could be a thing in his head. That seems like it could be very like, or is it like a literal thing that happens in the book?
Well, so
Or is that
do we
spoilers?
want to completely spoil?
You don't fuck it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, are you planning to read the book at some point?
I was
Hmm.
Oh.
Well, I don't want to do
in
that
a way,
to
or at
him.
least the audiobook of
I don't
it.
want to do him like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's very interesting.
It is very interesting.
What they do with it. Okay,
Yeah.
then we'll leave it at that. I'll let you know if I ever do that, but I am interested in it because
It's real good.
yeah, I heard the movie wasn't. The Shining that we're talking about right now, I heard that movie was bad.
Oh.
Also, Stephen King's version of the movie is good.
You know what? Honestly, I like it.
Really? You like that movie?
I think it's fun. Yeah.
I've heard horrible things, and I think it's probably that people probably hate it because they like this movie a lot, and it's not the same.
Yeah. I mean, so the thing is, it's like, it's not as good, like, as a craft.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not shot as well.
Yeah, it's not made by Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, like, there's a bunch of weird, like, CG stuff in it. And the performances are not there for the most part. But I think that the version of Jack in that movie is actually a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, like, very faithful to the book.
That's cool.
And it's, like, very long, so you get to really sit with it for a while.
Yeah. So
Yeah. And they shot it at the Stanley Hotel, which is where
it's based off.
yeah,
Yeah, that's dope.
That's
they had
cool.
to, like, shoot around just regular people staying there.
That's
It's
funny. Anyway, we were talking about Danny in the bathroom, and you were just talking about how Tony shows him things. Well, he does pass out, and you can assume Tony was probably showing him some stuff too as he was passed out.
Crawled
He
out of his mouth, and he was like, "Hey."
he wakes up. There's a doctor talking to him about what had happened, if he remembered anything, and he was like, I don't remember, blah blah blah.
And he's not wearing pants.
He's not wearing pants. Oh, dude, I think there's some, like, we'll get into it
I
once
think
some stuff.
we're thinking about the same thing.
Yeah, because it's so, like, that's why I think this movie's good. Like, if you want it, it's like you took this. I keep going on tangents, but it's like that's what this movie does, though. It just throws so much, like, at you that you have to, like, really digest it. Anyway,
Are you thinking about the bear?
yes.
Okay, so we're on the same way.
So-
there. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Okay.
Just know that there's a lot of bears in his room.
Yes, and put a pin in this
Put a-
moment because we will come back
Yeah,
to
put
it.
a pin in that. Put
Yeah.
a pin in him not wearing pants.
No, please. Anyway,
The little boy in his mouth. Just remember all that.
oh, okay. Jesus. So she's, like, talking about whatever, and then she's like, okay, well, we'll leave you alone now. That's where he finally says that Tony's a little boy that lives in my mouth, and there's just something when he says that, and like, if you haven't seen it before, you're like, oh, fuck, like you did.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't say that.
Yeah.
There's something that's, like, that's pretty spooky. So they go downstairs, and the doctor starts asking Wendy all these questions about, like, why the fuck is Danny so weird, basically.
Yeah.
And then she's, like, doing the thing that happens in abusive relationships, where she's, like, talking about what had happened, and it's like she's covering it up, or that's how you can take it. There is they were talking about an instance where Danny dislocated his shoulder from Jack coming home too drunk and trying to move him and dislocated his shoulder, and then she was, like, saying it's all right because he's not drinking anymore and all this stuff, and she was, like, just trying to pass over it by being like, oh, it's just something you do, right? And it's very much what you see in real life with abusive relationships, where they're, like, trying to justify something that's like, how that doesn't actually happen. No one dislocates a shoulder, even when you're drunk and just trying to move someone. And also, what are you doing trying to move? Yeah. And then she mentioned, oh, his toys were around too. So you're like, okay, well, that doesn't really have anything to do with him. Anyway, you can read between the lines there is that Jack is kind of abusive. And you get a good glimpse of that once it cuts to them driving to the Overlook Hotel. And there's just Jack's demeanor the entire time, which I can't believe I didn't pick up the first time I watched it. It's like there's no way he was a normal guy.
Yeah.
Because they were just in the car, and Jack Nicholson does a great job at this, is making it very clear that he does not like his family very much.
Yeah.
He wants nothing to do with them. From the jump, he didn't want anything to do with them, because Wendy's like, "Oh, we're having a great time. We love this car or whatever," and he's like,
he's like, "Actually, fuck this car, and also you."
Yeah.
So what do they talk about in the car?
They're talking about cannibalism.
Yep.
Because she's like, "Oh, isn't this where the Donner Party got lost?" And he was like, "No, you dumb bitch. That was somewhere else."
Yeah, he didn't say those words, but you felt
That was
that
the
energy
tone, yeah.
so much
Yeah.
from him. It's like, yep, okay,
Yeah.
he doesn't like her. And then, Danny hears that and goes, "Hey, what's that?" And then Jack just straight up, he's like, "Yeah, well, those are a bunch of cannibals."
People like eat people. And then Wendy's like, "Oh, don't be saying that." And he's like, "Well, you brought it up.
No, I said that.
You did say that. But that's a great
that's not what he
question."
says.
No.
And then Danny's like, he was like, "I know what that is. I've heard about that on TV." And Jack Nicholson does Jack Nicholson things where he goes, "I heard about it on the TV."
Yeah. Yep.
Alrighty. Anyway, so they go to the hotel, or is that where they do the cool? I like how they transition all the time, where they're like, "Wednesday, tomorrow again," or whatever. It's like a black screen and white text. It's very Windows Movie Maker for Windows 7.
Yeah. But they get to the hotel.
I don't want to do this anymore. Someone else take over for me.
And Jack's sitting there in the lobby, and he's reading a Playgirl magazine for some reason.
Oh, and that's damn it. I want to get into the theory right now. So I think this movie's about sexual abuse. I think there's a huge theme of sexual abuse that is, I think it's more prominent because there are themes of the Holocaust. I've seen they delve into fucking, what is it? The goddamn the Native American genocide or whatever that happened because it's on an Indian burial ground. They explain that at the beginning too.
And
But the ones where I can see, I'm like, oh, this is like purposeful stuff that Kubrick is doing, is stuff that like alludes to sexual abuse. So I think that's in the reason why I brought that up is because that Playgirl magazine specifically has articles in it from people who've looked it up, not me, about incest specifically. That is in that. Yeah. That's what I heard in a video that I watched, and I trust it for whatever reason.
Jack was gay.
He could have been gay. He couldn't be gay.
He couldn't. No.
Yeah.
He could have been
He
gay.
has a wife. He can't be gay.
Yeah. Once you get married, you can't ever figure that out.
That's true. You're kind of like locked in.
yeah, they say that.
So yeah, they're walking around, looking at the hotel and shit.
Mhm.
The best guy ever, Dick Halloran, shows up, and he's like, "I'm going to show you around the kitchen." And
Mm-hmm.
they're talking about food, and then he's like, "Hey, little boy, can you hear me in your head?"
And Danny's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does
that.
Danny face.
He does Danny face. And then he
Can't do
takes
that.
the little
That's-
boy aside, and he's like, "Hey, I used to be able to talk to people and not have to move my mouth. Isn't that cool?" And, and
Me
Danny's
and my
like,
mama could have talked without saying a word.
Yeah. And he's just talking about The Shining, which is
Mhm.
what they call it, which is actually a huge thing in
The book.
Stephen King books in general.
Yeah.
Because it's like, they call it The Shining in this, but they also call it, like, in The Dark Tower, it's just called, like, The Touch, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Carrie has the touch.
Sure.
The Firestarter kid has the touch. What's his face from Dead Zone? He has the touch.
This very much felt like Kubrick was doing this scene because he had to, because I feel like The Shining itself does play a role, like the whole thing, like where Danny can see things and stuff like that, but it's not like very fleshed out, I would say, in this movie. And it feels like it's only there because that's part of the source material and he felt like he had to, right? But he wanted this movie to be about something else, obviously.
Yeah.
That's
But how he
obviously if you
faked
watch
the
it.
moon landing.
No, I don't. No, I don't subscribe to that one. I think that one's a bit of a stretch. I get this movie's good and detailed, but that's a little. All right, guys. It probably means you're talking about. There's a scene where Danny's wearing an Apollo 13 sweatshirt. That's it. What did it say?
It's Apollo. It's Apollo USA.
Apollo USA is what it read. That's what it looked like.
Apollo USA.
So yeah, but like that's it. You know, that's like it. It's like that. What are we talking about with the moon landing stuff? Like,
I watched a whole video just on that,
Really?
just to see what people were saying, and it's so dumb.
it is
Because
dumb.
it's like there's I think it was like NASA base 39 or whatever is where they were flying or like working on shit from. And like if you look at the numbers on some of the cardboard boxes in the kitchen, they say 39 on them.
Oh my
And
god!
it's like, oh, you know the hexagon pattern on all the carpet? Well, the flight base that they launched the rocket from, it's also shaped like a hexagon.
See, I see what you're doing, or I see where you're coming from when you're saying things like at the beginning, you're like, no, that chair is just in the wrong spot for the shot because it's in the wrong spot, because like people are making theories like that out of it, where it's like that's a bit far-fetched. I mean, obviously it's art, you can interpret it however you like, but that's a bit like I don't think that's what Kubrick's going for.
Yeah.
When it's easier for things like the chairs being moved, right? Because he's for sure doing that in other spots, right? It makes it so you have to look at all those other details and be like, is he doing it here too? Right? And if you're looking at those, then you're looking even deeper and you're going to start coming up with moon landing stuff that it could be, right? And you're looking at those boxes where it's like, no, those boxes probably just say that because that's what they say.
Yeah.
You know?
And another
Yeah.
one that I think about is back in Danny's like bedroom, he had a whole bunch of like stickers on his wall, and one of them was Dopey,
Mm-hmm.
one of the Seven Dwarves. Do you know this one?
Yes.
Yeah, so like when he's going into the bathroom, like there's the Dopey sticker on
Mhm.
the wall, and then when he comes back after he has his little thing with Tony, the Dopey sticker is gone. And it's like, ooh, what does that mean? That means he's not stupid anymore.
Well, no, I mean, I could see that. I can see that, for sure. They start calling him Doc too, which I think is another reference to. It could be another reference to the other seven, one of the other seven dwarves. No, you don't think so?
I mean, they literally say what it's supposed to be a reference to.
Well, that's what they say in there, but I'm saying like
and
it could be.
They call him
symbolism.
that in the book for the same reason.
Okay.
So if it's symbolism, they co-opted it from what the source material already was doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm
that
saying
doesn't
that-
make sense.
I'm saying that it could have been Kubrick doing. Maybe he put Dopey in there because he wanted Doc to mean
To
something
reference
else.
to Doc.
Yeah.
I guess so.
So maybe that's what he wants, because he obviously does that with a bunch of other shit in this movie. So I wouldn't put it past him to do that. That's not, I'm not saying that I subscribe to that. I'm just saying that that's a thing I've heard,
And that might be
Where-
true.
that he's supposed to be smart. Like, and Doc is the smartest of the seven dwarves, right? I don't know. They don't really reference any of the other ones, which is why it's like, why would he just do those two? But again, it's an incomplete film
Yeah.
on Kubrick's part. So it can't be that good of a movie. Anyway, moving on.
Where are we now?
The scene that they're doing, the ice cream scene. Did you know that it holds the Guinness World Record of the most shots taken for a movie?
I think I knew that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, people falling all over the floor drunk.
So that was another thing about.
Yeah, that kid was fucked up.
I get it. Literally a Guinness World Record. No, like, oh, I get it. Shots of Guinness. I get it. I'm gonna die later
Oh yeah.
in my life.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it holds that record, and apparently there's a lot of shots. This movie was filmed very much with a lot. He really tried to wear these actors down by by doing it over and fucking over again. And so that's why.
But also, I have to come to his defense a little bit, because there's this narrative that goes
with
around
Shelley
now,
Duvall.
yeah, that he was like being sort of like mentally abusive to her on set to get a better performance out of her. That's complete bullshit.
No.
She has said this like multiple times. She's like, "No, we're cool. It's fine. Nothing happened." And people still to this day
do that.
Yeah, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that sucks.
The
They're
mo-
like, it like ruined her career after that. It's like, no, she was in a lot of movies after that.
You people just didn't go see her movies. That's
Yeah.
what happened.
You didn't
Ruined
go
her
see-
career.
Yeah.
What was it, Popeye?
You ruined her.
She was olive oil, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that did come out after. That makes sense. Anyway, I just think that's cool. But like that's the most that it gets to, because he just did that throughout the whole movie. They took so many shots all the time. They wanted every kind of like take on everything. Because yeah. It's cool. Anyway, they move on from there and they leave, and then they're just hanging out. What happens next? I don't even fucking remember.
They just kind of hang out. It starts snowing,
Yeah,
and then things get bad.
things do get bad. There's
a lot of just walking around.
This is where you see, he's riding the tricycle throughout, right?
Mm.
And you get to eventually that iconic scene with the twins.
the
right.
opening shot.
Oh, what
The
a,
iconic scene. It's the opening.
don't make
The-
fun of
the-
me. I don't deserve that. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, I don't think I deserve that at all. But no, the
It's
other
never
one
stopped
too.
us, I think.
Huh?
That's never stopped us, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna die later in my life. I
Yeah.
want you to know,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and then I'm gonna come back to life and
Mhm.
haunt you. Ooh,
You gonna be there for that?
I want to be with you guys forever and
Do I
ever
need to put that on my calendar?
and ever. So the twins show up and they do the scary thing where Danny makes Danny face and he's like, "Whoa!" And then they're like, "Look, we're also dead and we're alive and we're dead." And you're like, "What? What's going on here? Why is Danny seeing these twins? Who are these twins? Who fucking knows?" That's never really explained in the movie, to be honest. It kind of is, but I don't remember what the reason was that where it's like it can't be them. But there was a reason where it's like it can't be, because they also say something else that contradicts those kids being who we think they are later. Anyway, fuck me.
Well, what's the thing?
I don't remember. That's the thing.
Oh.
I know, but
Well,
you
that's
gotta
okay.
trust me that
That's
I heard
okay.
it and I went, "Oh shit, they're not." So when I first watched it, I thought they were like the guy who killed his family with the axe. I thought those were his daughters, but apparently they were 8 and 10. And that's what it was. And those were quite obviously twins. You
Yeah.
know? So it's like
It's like how the Grady that we see in the bathroom isn't the
he's
it's a different Grady.
oh, I get it. I know what it's trying to say now. Anyway, I won't share it. Moving on. He sees the twins. Whoa, it's crazy. It's the scene everyone knows from the movie if you've seen it.
Mhm. And Jack's writing a play.
Jack is that what he's writing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A play.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they
the-
say that
the-
in the movie.
In the book, he's writing a play.
It's about
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah,
is like
it is about
I
him.
don't know if
We
you
find
look
out
at- if
later
you
that
look
it's
at,
about
like,
him.
What he actually writes, it is like formatted
Huh.
like a play.
Yeah.
It totally is.
Yeah.
That's cool. Anyway,
And every time Wendy shows up, he's like, "Get the fuck out of here."
there's also so in the midst of this, there's another scene where Wendy like goes to Jack to like bring him something. I think he's like sleeping in like the daytime. It's like very much day out, and he's like awake, or no, asleep, and then he's like waking up to her, and then he's like, "When I first came here, it just felt like deja vu," right? And that's kind of what I was getting at, is that there's like people are being reincarnated or something, and there's a point in the movie where when he meets the butler or whatever, the butler that may or may not be real or in Jack's head, and it's like you've always been the caretaker,
Yeah.
because the caretaker, like the tragic events have just always happened, and that's why maybe the twins are from another one that we don't know about. You know what I mean? That's a theory. I don't know. This
Also,
movie's
when he-
incomplete. It might not be that good of a movie.
When he goes to the bathroom with another man and the other guy just starts like touching all over his body
Yeah.
because he reads Playgirl and therefore he's gay.
Yeah.
It's another one of those theories that I was reading about.
Yeah. That's someone who's not thinking
No.
too much about what
Yeah.
What
And
the-
then
what
they,
their-
they bond over saying the N word.
yeah, that's later in this movie. Anyway, fuck me, dude. So it's hard to recount like the events because they're very much in weird spots, but a bunch of things happen. So they talk about room 237.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the most important one to talk about. And that's where what's his name? Dick. His name's Dick. Tells Danny about, don't go into room 237 because Danny just was reading his mind and he was like, why are you thinking about that room? He's like, don't go in there. That room's bad. And so there's like a scene where Danny like walks up to it and he's like, maybe, nah. And he rides away on his tricycle. And fuck, it's hard to remember everything. Are you enjoying what I'm doing?
Yep.
When do you want the show to end?
Was that directed at me?
No, he was talking to Tim.
Oh.
I'm feeling I'm having a crisis right now.
On Infinite Earths.
Yeah. Crisis 3 on the PlayStation. Someone help me. I don't remember where I was at.
There's
I don't
no
remember
way. There's no way we could help you. There's nothing we could do.
Oh,
There's nothing.
here's a scene that happened. Here's the scene that happened. Remember the scene where Wendy it's like nighttime. He's typing away, type. Wendy's like walking down the stairs and the music's picking up.
Yeah.
It's like picking up a lot. It's a really cool. The music in this movie's fucking, it's the tits, dude. It's so good. She walks up and it's like, oh my God, he's going to kill her. Like, but she's just walking up to him. And as soon as she's like, hi, hun, music cuts out. And then she's like, can I help you in any way? And he's like, I want you to get out of my fucking face. Essentially is what he's like. He's like, if you don't like leave me alone, I'm going to go crazy. And there's only like 3 scenes where they're talking to each other where he isn't trying to kill her.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, he doesn't like her.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And then is there really... Oh, well, he starts going to the dance hall.
He does start going to the dance
and
hall.
hallucinating a bartender.
Mm-hmm.
What's that guy's name?
What'll it be, Lloyd?
Larry.
Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd, that's the one.
Your money's no good here, sir.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, I guess I can't pay for a drink.
Okay.
I'm out
Drinking now.
here. Oh, go.
So he does that. Maybe that's why we were drinking at the beginning of the show, because it's a theme that he's an alcoholic and he hates that he can't have alcohol while being there, and he makes him act out. There's also a scene where he's throwing a tennis ball against the wall really fucking hard.
He's really good at it, too.
He's really good at it. And he's like, it's like aggressively throwing this tennis ball at the wall.
It's probably from all the takes that they had him do.
Probably. They probably did 350,000 takes of him throwing that. So he got good. There's another scene. Danny goes by room 237 again because a tennis ball rolls out of it. And do you remember that? When the tennis ball rolls to him?
I remember the door being open.
The door was open, but what got his attention was a tennis ball rolling towards him. Yeah. And that's something to think about. If I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I'm scared I'm wrong. That's all it is. And then my theories are just pooped on. So he goes in that room. We don't see what happens. Wendy and Jack are talking at the bottom of the stairs.
Very nice staircase.
Oh, wait. No, this isn't here. There's this. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. There's another scene that I want to talk about where it's like snowy out and Wendy and Danny are watching TV and Danny asks if he can go upstairs to get his fire truck. And then she's like, please don't wake your dad. You know what I mean? Which is like, more. We know what that means, right? And so he goes up there and tries to get his fire truck, and he's awake, and he like beckons him to like come forward, and he sits him on his lap, and he's like holding him, and Danny looks not okay. And it is the scene that is the grossest in my opinion. It very much looks like a child of abuse having to be with their abuser who's making them sit on his lap. It's what it looks like. And it's tough. It's a tough watch. And it just gives those vibes, and it's just grody.
Yeah.
And I should have brought that up before I said the thing about the tennis ball or whatever. Fuck me. Then so yeah, what happens is they're back downstairs. Jack's writing his thing. Wendy's there being like blah blah blah, and he's like blah blah blah. And then Danny walks out. He's got
It's because that's when he was like screaming in his sleep.
He was screaming in his
That's why
sleep.
she comes out there, because she was like worried to go out there because he was gonna like kill her or something.
Yeah.
As he had threatened.
Yeah.
And then she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, but he's screaming. That means he's asleep." So she comes
I
out.
should go see.
She's like, "Hey, it's okay." And he's like, "Oh, I just had a dream that I killed you guys.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?"
And so, and then she's like, she had nothing to say about that. And then after he says that, Danny walks out, and he's got fucking bruises on his neck and his face. And he says that it was a woman in, or something. Or no, he doesn't say. Fuck me, I'm fucking this movie up real bad. But he just walks out, and she doesn't know why that stuff's on his face. And she's like, "You did this to him." And Jack's just like looking, like not saying anything, just being like a real freak about it.
Yeah.
And then they run upstairs away from him. And so yeah, and then Jack's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna go get another drink, I guess." That's where he meets the mystery butler man. And then they say the N-word in the bathroom and leave.
That's all they did.
That's all they did. Nothing else important. They said the N-word for no reason. And why they said the N-word is because Dick is using his shining abilities to know that something is going wrong at the hotel. So he's trying to get to the hotel because he thinks vibes are off, because we all know that Jack is not okay. He's not the person for this family to be stuck with. Anyway.
Yeah. And then so Wendy talks to Danny at some point, and so when Jack comes back, she's like, "Hey, there's a lady in 237. Go kick her ass." And then he does, and then he goes in there, but instead he makes out with her, and then he gets really scared because he's gay.
No, stop. That's not why. You think that's why? He started making out with her. It's like she was a woman at first with a full bush, might I add.
Your dad?
Might I dad?
I thought you said full bush. My dad.
Full bush, my dad is my favorite anime.
Oh my god.
Full bush, my dad, Brotherhood. Fuck, this movie kind of sucks. You guys think this movie kind of sucks?
Oh my god.
Anyway, what's he do? So yeah, he goes in.
So he makes out with her, gets scared because she turns old.
She does turn old and rotten, might I add.
Yeah.
Like a dead body.
And then he goes back.
He
and
said,
he's
I don't see
he's
nothing.
like, I
I didn't see anything.
don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy.
And so Wendy should have been like, "Oh, so then you did that." That's what she didn't do that, because I think she's in denial, because it's very much like, it's not outwardly being said, but like if you're picking up on the signs with the tennis ball and the other things, like they're trying to say it without saying it, that he might have done something to him, because he has a history of abusing and hurting his child.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, poop.
Yeah, he goes crazy at some point.
He does go crazy at some point, and it's when Wendy. Also, at this point, Danny's obsessed with saying the words "red rum." And it's like, all right, whatever, buddy. And sometimes they'll do shots of him in the bedroom where he's going like,
Yeah.
That kid's always doing shots.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, How many times have I said that? I think I'm going to kill myself. I think I'm going to end my life. I don't want to say that word anymore. Help.
Red rum?
Anyway.
Red rum.
Red rum.
Yeah.
Wendy sees him writing shit in the typewriter, or sees what he wrote down, and it says, Jack is a good boy, baby. Yeah, you like it? Or whatever the fuck it says.
Yeah.
And there's
All work
12
and no
pages
play
of it.
makes Jack a dull boy.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yeah.
And he's just been writing it over and over and over again, showing that he was crazy the whole fucking time because he started that way. He didn't write anything else. And so then he shows up and he's like, I want to beat your fucking brains in. And she's like, get back.
Yeah, and she's like,
Yeah. Get away from me.
I'm going to swing this bat near you.
Get away. And then he's like, God damn it, lady. And then she runs away and goes to sleep eventually that night, which I think is crazy. Like, what the fuck? How does she just go to sleep eventually? Doesn't matter because Red Rum Danny is saying red rum and writing lipstick on the door. Red rum, red rum, red rum.
Well, that was that's after they lock him in the pantry.
yeah.
And she
thought
goes
he
to
was
sleep
gonna
after
die. That's why she was asleep.
she locked him in the pantry.
Oh, that's right. She hit him in the head. Or no, she knocked him down the stairs.
I don't think she thought he was going to die.
Oh, they get cold. No, I'm thinking of a walk-in freezer.
Yeah, which they also have, but that's
Yeah.
not where she locked him.
No. I mean, no, he could live in there for a while. Yeah, he's got plenty of food.
Yeah, they say that in the movie.
Yeah.
They're like, you're going to be okay in here, buddy.
Yeah, because Jack fell down the stairs when he was chasing her up it and was like, I'm going to knock your brains in. he falls down, hits his head. She drags him to the freezer and then goes to sleep, or the fridge, and then goes to sleep. And then he does the red rum.
Yeah.
And when you look in the mirror, what does that mean? By the way, mirrors are a huge theme of this as well as symmetry. That's all I got. And then it's just a thing in the movie. It probably means something.
I guess we'll just end the show then.
We should see what happens. Red rum means murder. Whoa, that's crazy. It's murder backwards. And then here he comes. Jack is coming to kill
Yep.
them
Yep. And
with
he,
an
like,
axe.
He breaks through the door. And he breaks through another door. She throws her kid out a window.
Yeah.
And then he just leaves. He's like, all right, peace out.
Yep. He doesn't do anything else. There's no other part that happens. He doesn't say anything that's interesting.
No.
Nothing that anyone's ever seen before.
Mm-mm.
And so, yeah, they leave and they roll down a big hill, run out into the maze.
Into the maze, which is a movie invention.
Yes. Which I like. I feel like it's supposed to be some sort of like, I don't know. It's supposed to mean something. It's supposed to mean, but it's, I mean, the hotel is like a maze in itself.
Yeah.
So them going out, it probably means something that I don't care about right now because I've been talking so much. Why are you guys letting me do this?
I just
Why did you guys let me do
I like
this?
seeing where your mind goes.
It hurts. My brain hurts. It hurts. Because I didn't realize how not linear this story is. And I'm trying to make it linear, and it's hard.
Well, we're almost at the end.
We are almost at the end.
of the movie itself.
Yeah. But guess what? Dick shows up, and he's like, hey, I'm here to save y'all. And then Jack goes, ah! And then he hits him in the head with an axe. Or the chest.
And the boob, yeah.
He hits him in his boob.
Oh.
How did you feel about that scene?
His dick boob.
How'd you feel about the
What?
scene?
I thought it was fine. I guess I don't know.
I've seen it
know.
on
It
I've
was
seen it
fine.
on jump scare lists for like one of the best jump scares in a movie.
No,
I didn't think so either.
No.
Yeah,
it's fine.
mm-hmm.
I think it's fine.
It's pretty good.
I like the noise he makes.
Oh. Anyway, fuck, he
He-
kills that guy, and that's
yeah.
the only person who dies throughout this movie that isn't him.
Yeah.
Because he runs out into the maze to chase after Danny. Danny makes it through,
And then he freezes to death.
and he freezes to death, and he starts saying a bunch of nonsense. He keeps going, oh! There's also some shit about like them calling people to like come get him, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
can't.
Yeah,
And
'cause
there's
he
a
fucks up
snowcat.
the radio. He fucks
Yeah.
up the engine. And then he dies.
Yeah.
And then he time travels back to 1921.
Is that really people's theory?
No, I just said that.
Did you imagine? So yeah, the ending of the movie is them showing a picture from 1921, and there's Jack Torrance, front and center,
Front and center.
like he was always there, because that seems to be the
He
theme.
does the thing. He's like, oh.
Yeah. Oh,
The devil thing.
you know what we fucking remember when we were like, we'll put a pin in that. The
bear blowjob.
the bear blowjob. Okay, so
Wendy's just walking around.
no, this is her running away from Jack, right? Or she assumes,
Yeah.
because he's actually out chasing Danny.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just running throughout the hotel, and she starts seeing some shit, and she sees the man in a bear costume blowing a businessman, it looks like, and they do like a zoom in shot, and it's not explained what's going on in the movie, and you're like, what the fuck is that? So I feel like I understand it more now than I ever did. I used to make fun of it, being like, that's stupid. I don't get why did that happen?
I think the zoom makes it funny.
It does make it funny. It makes it really funny. Not what I think it's supposed to represent,
Yeah, no.
because I think that is the ultimate, like, not only is he abusive towards Danny, Jack is, I think he's sexually abusive towards
Yes,
Danny,
absolutely.
because like you were saying, the part we said put a pin in it, when Danny's like laying there with his pants off and stuff like that, he's got a bear pillow behind his head. So they're trying to link this character to bears, and there's a bunch of bear stuff going on throughout that room too.
Yeah, in his room in the hotel, he has like a bear photo up
Yeah.
on the wall too.
So
yeah.
just things like that
yeah,
are
He's
trying to
the
link.
bear.
Yeah, and it's just
Yeah.
because how fucked up he is, and like all the stuff going on with him, you can assume that it's from just abuse that he suffered. And I took that scene as like Wendy kind of realizing who Jack was the whole time. You know what I mean? Like her running there, it's like her own personal journey of being like, oh shit, Jack has always been this evil fucking person that I've just been with. And that's her like realizing what he's done to Danny, what he's trying to kill him because this evil hotel is like possessed him into becoming even more evil and just killing him instead of doing what he's always wanted to do, because he's always been the caretaker. And it's like, I felt like the whole story was trying to show like the cycle of abuse, and like that's why like he's always been that person, because this abusive person just keeps existing. And yeah, they don't really show breaking that cycle. I wish they showed that, but that's what I am taking from it, because those are the things I could pick up on the most.
Yeah, and I fully agree with you on that one.
Yeah, at least with the I'm not trying to say that's what the initial thought of what The Shining was supposed to be, or what it even should be.
No. But it's everything that it's showing, that's kind of what it points towards.
That's what it felt like, because those are the most, like, I can make those clear connections, when usually with the other stuff I get kind of lost and like, but like, what about this? What about this? And that one I can keep making clear connections with. So it felt like this was just, like Stanley Kubrick read The Shining. It was like, I could tell a story about this using elements from this story, which is kind of, so I don't think it's wrong in that way. And it's scary.
What do you got? What do you think, Tim?
Do you agree, or you at least see where we're coming from? Or
I see where you're coming from. I feel like I'd have to watch it again to know whether or not I agree on that, because that's not what I was thinking when I was watching it. But that does not mean anything.
Yeah, fair enough. Because this was your first watch, right?
Yeah.
I absolutely never even remotely thought of that the first time I watched it. It was only the second time, because it's especially harder because I also have the preconceived notion of what the book was like. Right. And you guys read the book. So it's like you go in thinking that it could be something like that. Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, not at all.
I genuinely think that my, like, how I came to that understanding of the movie was purely by accident. Because, like, I had seen the movie the first time and I was like, what the fuck is up with the bear? And then I go into it again a while later. and I'm still thinking the whole time, just what the fuck is up with the bear?
Yeah.
And then I see a bear with the kid, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
And it's
Yeah.
because when I first watched it too, I'm like, what? It's so out of left field. It makes no sense throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Like, why would they put it in? I know it's a thing in the book. I heard.
There's a similar thing,
Mhm.
but it's
It means something completely different.
It's,
Yeah.
it's the dude in the dog costume.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this is not a dog; it's a bear.
It's a
Kind of
bear.
But like, if you said that's a dog, I wouldn't say you're crazy because it looks like it could be either. It's a very weird costume.
And that all that stuff seemed to be more about, like, in the book, about like becoming something in order to move up, or in order to please other people, or in order to like losing who you are to be what somebody else wants you to be, and shit like that.
Oh, so I mean, that could have been why he wanted to use that as like the thing that tells you the thing about the abuse. If you like, that could have been what Kubrick was thinking. Another thing too, which is another helpful clue as to why those things could be connected. If you look at the scene where he's brushing his teeth, or like at the very beginning, Danny is like talking to Tony in the mirror. It's framed in a way where you just see his like lower half and he's like leaned over, right? It's like framed almost exactly the same as that bear scene, where he's like at the beginning, he's like leaned over. You can't see what it is, but he comes back and it's a bear, right? It's framed like exactly. So they're trying to like show the two. It once you see them side by side, you're like, oh, okay. Well, you're definitely trying to connect the two for some reason. So, yeah. So, and I think also, if you're gonna make a movie about sexual abuse and make it a scary movie, I think this does it
Yeah, I'd rather
tastefully.
Yeah. I'd rather it be subtle.
Yeah, things you have to
like,
pick up
hey-
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's The Shining, I guess, in a way.
Look, we did it.
Sorry.
Guess so.
Next time it'll be someone else who talks the most.
Okay.
All right.
I probably won't. I'm sorry. Anyway.
So now we got to do like other stuff. Well, what else? What other ideas do we want to discuss right here? What do we think of The Shining? Outside of Tim, what do you get from this movie?
I think I like it less now that we've talked about it.
Me too. But like, I don't know if that has anything to do with the movie, to be fair. Or this show, or talking about it. I just think it happens to be that.
It just happened this time. When we did the Sinners episode, I liked Sinners more after we talked about it, and this movie I was like, I don't know. No, I think the movie's really interesting. It does some interesting things. I think it's shot in a really cool way, and I really like the music. I didn't really vibe with the way it tells the story from the beginning, but part of that probably is just that I read the book.
Yeah.
And I like the book a lot, and it's hard to watch anything objectively when you have a preconceived thought about it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my takeaways on it.
Honestly, you don't even, because I didn't, when I first watched it, I was saying the thing about the book, I didn't really have a preconceived notion, and I still didn't like it that much when I first watched it. So, I think it's just one of those movies where if you didn't see it as a kid or something, or see it like younger, and that was your or it's your first experience with The Shining or something like scary as fuck, I think people tend to like it more the first time. But if you're seeing it from an adult perspective and know anything about it or something, then it takes a couple watches for you to be like, oh, okay, I get what they're doing here. It's cool. It's certainly an iconic movie. I mean, I'm still like, if I'm gonna recommend horror movies for people to watch, I will recommend The Shining. I'm not gonna not recommend it. That's for sure. It's not my favorite horror movie.
Yeah.
But it's certainly good.
Is that like your go-to when you recommend someone a horror movie?
The Shining?
Yeah.
No.
Do you have one? Or does it like depend on the person?
It definitely depends on the person. It definitely depends on because like there's different horror movies for different people. Like what are you wanting out of it? There's some people who are like, if you haven't really watched a horror movie before, my first thought is like The Thing.
Great movie.
Just because it's like good. It's a good movie.
Mhm.
If you're wanting to watch like a horror movie because it's like good and thoughtful, I mean, Sinners, I would recommend. And then like if you're like, what's a fun horror? Evil
Clowns.
Dead or
Oh.
Killer Clown. Evil Dead mostly is
Evil
like.
Dead's great.
Usually that's the first one I go to though. Is like just watch Evil Dead. Just watch a bunch of Evil Dead stuff.
I like that.
There's a reason we started with that for this show.
Yeah.
I always tell people Killer Clowns, no matter what they're.
It's a
looking
great
for.
one. That one's so fucking fun.
It is.
I can't wait till we get to that.
It's so good. It's so good.
That'll be a different kind of episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
What about you, Tim?
About-
what horror movie would you recommend to people?
Gotcha.
I was laughing because I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why is he talking to himself?
I
You know?
just didn't want to. I didn't want to leave you out of the discussion.
Gotcha. Okay.
You mean
Thanks.
leave you out of the discussion?
Sorry,
Yeah.
leave Tim out of the discussion.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. Yeah, I agree that I feel like for me it depends on who I'm talking to as to what I'm going to recommend, because like some people don't like older movies as much, so I'd be more likely to try and think of something like Sinners or something more recent that I like.
Yeah.
Some people love old movies, they like campy stuff, they like whatever, so it's easier to be like, yeah, I'd say check out a Killer Clowns, check out an Evil Dead, or like maybe check out a Hammer movie. There's a lot of things that you could recommend. I don't have a go-to at all, but I also don't recommend things to people very much. I think I've discovered I'm more the guy that people recommend things to.
That is true.
So yeah,
I'm definitely both.
it
been
is weird
recommended.
to me how no matter who I talk to, they seem to have consumed more media than I have. It doesn't matter who I've talked to.
I think it always. It might. Maybe it just seems like that.
It probably does, but
feels
it's
like that.
weird.
I think that's a lot of because if I think about it, I've seen plenty of shit. I've seen plenty of shit. I know about plenty of shit. But then they start. As soon as people
See,
start
you're one of the
asking-
people that's seen more stuff than I have. It feels.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I know you've seen more stuff than me.
If we're only talking about the last like 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
then that's probably true.
Oh, you mean just like growing up? Or
Yeah, I
something?
mean, well, it's
Like-
just like you have a whole lifetime of like I've watched a lot of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched like the same 5 stuffs
I also have done.
until I got older, and now I watch a bunch of stuff.
I feel
You know
like
what I
I
mean?
did that same thing though.
Which I don't mind that, but it's just interesting because like I feel like every time I talk to people, they're like, "Oh, you haven't heard about this? You haven't watched that? You haven't done this?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, how did you?"
Yeah, exactly. How did you?
Where? When?
Some people just watch shit, man.
Yeah.
That's just what they do, and they just watch it, but they don't. Because I also did. I know what you're talking about. Like I
Yeah.
had 5 things that I really liked, and I didn't even try anything else for the
Yeah.
longest time.
Yeah,
And I still do that for sure,
yeah,
and that's why I don't watch as much as other people now. But like, there's people who do the same thing, but then also just consume everything else because I don't know. They're consumers, bro. We're just different.
we're not cogs in the system.
We're not cognizant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Joey? What's your favorite horror movie to recommend?
Joey,
to
you've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's me. I've seen a lot of stuff. Let's see, my go-to?
Yeah.
That's a wonderful question. I'd really have to think about that.
Well, you had plenty of time when we were just yapping about bullshit.
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
He didn't think we were going to turn it on him.
Yeah,
We didn't think he was going to turn them on.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
think the question would go like from him to me to you back to me. Yeah.
Are you making fun of Tim right now?
It didn't do that.
Yeah, it did. Because I already answered this question like 5 minutes ago. It's
Mm.
Killer Clowns
Mm.
every time.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, it didn't do that.
No. Fair enough. Do we have any like favorites?
I hate when you guys are roommate arguments. I hate when you guys are roommate arguments.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
The
think,
movie.
Joey? Is that what this is?
Can I say something? I don't want to watch Doctor Sleep next. Now that we've talked about The Shining, I don't want to watch Doctor Sleep. I think we should spin it.
Just spin it.
Yeah, we should spin it.
Spin that shit. Okay.
Before I was, but
We should spin the
I'm
movie.
just saying for
we're
later.
Not done. We're not
No,
done.
he's opening his book to spin it. Hold on.
How long
He's
have
gonna
we
spin
been
the
doing
book
this?
when he opens it?
It feels like this is the longest podcast we've ever done.
It's an hour and 25 minutes.
Holy
Oh
shit.
no, we can.
It's not
yeah,
the
we can-
longest.
We can beat it if we do 8 more minutes.
Yeah,
can
we
beat
just
it.
got to hold on. Just hold
From-
on.
For what?
Sinners.
Sinners.
Oh, Sinners is the longest.
Hour 33.
Man, but I like that one more than The Shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the movies hold equal amounts of weight.
They do.
Yeah.
I like.
They talk about
I like
different
Sinners
things.
a lot more though.
I do like Sinners. Sinners is more fun.
Well, that's
Yeah.
definitely true.
Hell yeah.
Sinners
That
is a lot
definitely
more fun.
true.
I don't think I ever had fun watching The Shining.
No, The Shining's scary. The Shining is scarier than Sinners by a lot.
It's a cold movie, and I don't mean that in like a snowy way. It just
Mhm.
it makes me feel off.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
go. Please read your notes.
Oh, actually, we covered everything.
Did we?
Yeah.
What did we cover it
besides-
with?
We covered it with fucking.
We've been talking too long. We can't make
Salt?
jokes anymore.
Salt.
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 Salt?
I said snow.
Yeah, and then I said a different
you said
thing. I
salt.
wasn't trying to say
Yeah.
you said salt. That's on
And
me.
then I
That's
said
on me.
salt, and then
That's
you
my
said
bad.
Salt, and then I said snow.
I'll
it's
change
like
it back.
It's like an A B B B A.
This is like an A-B conversation, and I should see myself.
You should see yourself.
You should see yourself writing D
If there was a mirror, I'd write red rum on it.
E F U and your mom and your brother and your sister and your dad and your stuff and your God and your guys and your friends and your guys.
Singing it.
Gust. Pidgey used
Oh, I'm
Gust.
sorry. I gotta help.
No, we can't do that again.
What
We're
was
not
the
doing it again.
easiest thing that we could do?
What's the worst thing
we
we can
still
do?
have to talk about our fucking favorite scenes.
My favorite scene?
Yeah.
What?
Go.
I don't have one.
Fair
All right,
enough.
you go, he'll go, I'll go.
My
he'll
f-
go,
Then I'll go again.
You'll go.
My favorite scene is Jesus Christ. I think you're gonna have to come back to me. It's really hard
Okay,
to pick one.
I'll go, you go, he'll go, you
I'll
go.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we'll do it. Okay. So choose. I'm picking right now a scene. My nose. I am gonna say, and I already thought of it, which is why it's really easy for me to say it
Yeah, of course.
because I already know what it is.
yeah, we don't need to stall at all.
And
My favorite scene is when she finally sees the papers that he wrote. I thought that was a good
That
reveal
is a good-
that I wasn't
yeah.
ready
Good
for.
reveal.
And the music's awesome during that
Yeah.
part.
Claps for that.
Claps for it. Tim, you clapped so loud it sounded like 30 people were clapping.
all right, now you go.
So this is probably really basic, but I love when he's just riding his little trike around and it's like carpet, hardwood, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's like carpet, floor, carpet.
Oh,
floor.
yeah.
Yeah,
That actually might be mine too. Anytime they show that nothing is where, like, that the hotel is fucking weird, that's my favorite, even though I had to find out after.
All right, now you go.
I liked the scene where they're watching TV, and the snow is outside and it's scary and it's like disconcerting and it's creepy.
It is.
It's like
It is.
when it's lingering on that before he asks about his fire truck, I'm like, this is uncomfortable. And I thought that was cool.
It's an uncomfy movie to watch.
Your
Now
turn.
I go.
Yeah.
So I really like in the beginning when he's in Ullman's office, and we actually talked about this when we were watching it together. It looks like he has a boner,
Yeah.
and I thought that was maybe just something that we were joking about, but then I watched that The Shining iceberg, and it was at the very bottom.
Yeah.
And it said the boner theory.
yeah. Yeah.
Boner theory.
Yeah.
You know what Tim also mentioned during that scene that I really liked is how big that man's tie was.
Dude, it was
Yeah.
so wide.
It's wider than his blouse.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun word to say.
Yeah.
Tie.
Wide.
My favorite
Oh,
scene's
man.
when the alien bursts out of his chest.
All right, now you go.
It's a good- oh, now I go. I gotta say, I really love the beginning. Just
Yeah.
when they're driving through the mountains.
That scene's iconic.
I would say that might be iconic.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I not say that?
I really thought you were going to. Yeah.
I forgot about it because it's not that iconic.
Well, my favorite scene is when Jack he's at the bar and then he says, "Here's Johnny," and he slams a drink down his mouth.
Down his mouth. I like
All
when
right,
he
now
says,
you go.
Now my turn. I love that, like, right before he dies, he time travels.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
goes
that is
back to
cool.
1921 so he could get in the picture with everyone.
There's fire in the
And then-
snow
and
from the
then-
tire marks.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he goes back to 1980, and then he dies again.
Yeah.
but for real this time.
Yeah, for real this time.
You're
I
right.
like the part when they exchange N-words in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh
good
wait, you gotta cut. Wait, you should probably cut that out. That sounds like that could be something. That sounds like I'm saying. That sounds like no. I meant like literally the word. They're not. They're not. That's what I. That's what I was like. Oh wait, well no, I don't like the wording of that. I can't. We can't use that. You gotta cut that out, please.
one. All right.
Please help me.
Is
Or
it my
don't. I
turn?
don't give a fuck. Who cares?
I think it's.
Is it-
yeah,
You know
it
what I
is your
meant?
turn,
They just.
yeah.
It's also not my favorite part, guys. Chill. It's
Yeah.
not my favorite. I don't like that
It
part.
was his second favorite. Now it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Now it's his turn.
I like the part where they're in the bathroom exchanging N-words.
Thank you. Someone else is on my side.
God,
We should start a. I hate it. I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't mean it.
I like the part.
I have a
where
problem. I
she's
just feel like I have
dragging
to make
Jack
jokes and I
around on the
don't.
floor.
I just. This show's been going on too long.
I like it when she's dragging Jack on the floor and he's like fully awake at the end and he's like, "What are you doing?" But he doesn't get up. I like that.
That's a really good one. Is it my turn?
Fucking yeah, it's your turn.
Hey, do you guys want to talk about like the budget for this
Why
movie?
yeah,
was this movie
That would be
racist?
wonderful
Why was it?
Why was it racist?
because the
Dude,
times were
Stephen
racist
King,
back in
he
the time.
loved writing the
You're right. He
N-word.
totally did.
I don't
Yeah.
think he himself.
He was into that.
So he was like very like Republican back in the 70s and 80s. And
Really?
like, he's chilled out a lot now. But boy,
Mhm.
howdy, did he sure love writing the N-word in his books.
Jesus. You know who else likes writing the N-word? Quentin Tarantino. I can't watch his shit anymore, man.
Yeah.
It's really. I used to be like, that's fine, it's art. But now I'm like, I don't like hearing it all the time, you weirdo. Why do you like writing that? Anyway, continue.
I really like Kill Bill.
I actually
I
do
also
like Kill
really
Bill.
like Kill Bill.
If you take all the feet scenes out, I like it. You
There-
could keep the eyeball one,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say that one kind of rocks.
that one does rock if it didn't have a sexual undertone from his
Yeah.
freakiness on it.
Like if it was just a squish, that'd be fine. But it was like squish, and then
It-
you know how people like
use their
flip coins between
your
their
toes?
fingers. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's flipping eyeball gunk.
Have you,
between
you've
her
seen
toes.
Kill Bill?
Yeah.
Dude, we went. We saw the double feature with the Fortnite thing at the end.
What?
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino directed his 10th and final movie was in Fortnite.
Great.
Yeah, but it was like a little clip that was like an in-betweener between the first and second.
Read the rest of what's on your book, please.
Hey, what do you guys think the budget for this movie was?
$2,000.
$15.
This is the worst you've guessed, Tim, since we started.
I'm
I
gonna
think.
say.
I'm gonna go 30 mil.
I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say 50 mil.
50 and 30.
Yeah,
Already you locking those in?
I'm locking it. I don't think I've ever gotten one of these right, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock it in.
It's 19 million.
Damn it!
I guess I was.
I
closer.
almost changed it to 20. Yeah, damn
You
it.
still would have been wrong.
Get out.
What do you guys think the box office was? How much did this rake in?
165 million.
Keep in mind this was 1980.
164 million.
Yeah, we didn't have that much money back then. I'm sorry, it's your turn.
I'm gonna change it to 112 million dollars.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'll guess $164 million.
What if he's right? What if Tim's right?
What if he said no? It was 50.
Oh.
50
Hey.
million.
That was a stupid guess on my part.
Which one?
Just saying, why did I say 100? Why did I think it was over 100? Because it's the fucking Shining. People talk this movie up like it's the greatest damn thing they've ever seen.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's pretty good though.
All right, so you guys keep talking for a second. And
Please spin the wheel.
I'm gonna
I've
load
watched-
up the wheel.
I really can't.
I watched the movie.
I really can't be paid to watch Doctor Sleep after this. We can come back to it sometime.
Yeah.
It's good. Maybe I can read the book beforehand and ruin it for myself.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
Maybe you shouldn't. Because you might always like the book more.
That was why. That's why.
You would.
That was a joke.
No, I know. I know. I just didn't like it.
Well, that's fair. It wasn't a good joke.
I didn't like it, so I just ignored it and made you think it was
Made
real.
it think. When I don't like something, I'm gonna make it think.
Oh, this show is awesome.
Oh.
I like doing this show with you guys.
Ooh, are you guys ready?
Why does that feel like a lie? You said.
I didn't lie.
Okay.
I don't think they're ready, guys.
I was telling a joke.
All right. I think I'm ready.
I was
guys.
joking.
You guys
What's
ready?
up?
Give me a drum roll, please. Wonderful. It's They Live.
Oh!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell.
I've never seen it, and I've
It's-
wanted to see it for so long.
So funny.
It's got my boy, Rowdy Roddy, in it, and I
Rhonda.
fucked that shit up, gubble bum,
Rhonda.
and I'm all out of that.
Thank God.
All right, see you next time. We'll do They Live.
Welcome
Bye.
back to
Bye-bye.
the bye
Come
bye
get some.
bye.
Come
Come
get
get
some.
some. Come get some. Come get some. Say it again, Dalen.
What?
Come.
Oh,
Come.
Oh.